Peace, peace. What's going on, guys? I just want to express my opinion about this current, I want to say beef. Maybe call it a beef, or probably call it a difference of opinion concerning the debate within the red pill manosphere, whatever you want to call it, about two. Okay, you have two factions. You got one faction who, talk about, like, hey, we gotta educate women. We gotta tell them that what they're doing is wrong and stuff like that. And then you have the other faction who criticize that faction, saying that we should leave the women alone. We should go back to the original manosphere, how it was. And my opinion on this is that, like the old school manosphere, they right. I mean, I agree, especially like the old school brothers who talk about game and, things of that nature. They make good points, and I've been listening to their live streams a lot lately. Particularly Brother Ramil, Angry Man, and also I've been listening to Alan Roger Curry. They make good points, and I really agree where they're coming from. But the way I look at it is this. The way I look at it, in warfare, you have to fight different. You have different fronts, right? Let's make this analogy that, if you want to get your point across, it's always good to have a difference of opinion. And it's good that you have brothers within within the YouTube sphere, within the men-centric universe, whatever you want to call it. I don't like labels because, of course, you got the MGTOW, Red Pill, Manosphere. Then you got the old school brothers who talk about game. The way I look at it, all of them are needed. Kevin Samuels, I understand the criticisms perfectly, but I still listen to Kevin Samuels, even though he said some things recently that I disagree with, because, he didn't give certain people props. So that's kind of like a mark against Kevin Samuels. But overall, I still respect Kevin Samuels. He makes good content. And what Kevin Samuels is doing, talking to the women and telling women, hey, you got to change your ways. Hey, it may not work. It may not work. Maybe it has changed a few women's minds. But his content is needed. Fresh and fit is needed. Just like the brothers who do the real game, no theory, they're needed also. And it's a good thing that you have brothers within the manosphere who disagree. Reason being is because it's not centralized. So if it's not centralized, it's kind of hard to take down the whole manosphere. So it's good that you have a lot of brothers who critique Kevin Samuels, and they critique other content creators who do content that focuses on women. They try to change women's evil ways, for lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? So I understand perfectly the criticism, but the way I look at it, the brothers who talk to women, let them do their thing. Let them let Kevin Samuels do this. Let Kevin Samuels do his thing. Let Fresh and Fit do their thing, and whoever else is out there, let Donovan Sharp do his thing. Just let them do their thing. If that's their thing, just let them have at it. You know what I'm saying? It'll come down to old school cats who talk about game. Keep on doing what you're doing. It's good it's very good that we have men critiquing each other, and pointing out their faults. And that's the whole thing about competition. If you're a content creator, if you're putting out content, you have to expect people to criticize what you're saying, which is freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on it. I love the old school cats. As a matter of fact, as of now, I'm listening to a lot of the old school brothers. Talk about game. I'm listening to them more than the red pill, MGTOW content. I'm not knocking MGTOW. He still got some MGTOWs out there that make good points. He still got red pill brothers who make good points. And I can't knock them because when I started listening to male centric content, I started out listening to a lot of MGTOW, listening to a lot of red pill, and it make excellent points here and there. So I can't totally knock those brothers. You know what I'm saying? But the old school game brothers, they're making more sense because they don't have this victim mentality, like a lot of red pill MGTOWs have. Especially like a lot of black pill people. It's kind of like this doom and gloom, or women are evil. We can't. It's the end of the world. Whatever. What I'm saying? It's the end of relationships. Men are doomed, and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes that content is needed to a certain extent because the way I look at it, you have like a lot of men who still have this fairy tale Disney expectation of relationship and marriage, and what MGTOW and Red Pill, they pretty much like dislodge that, loosen it up. It's kind of like make the analogy of like when you're a little kid, you about to lose a tooth, and you have to like wiggle that tooth. Wiggle it, before you can actually like pull the tooth out. That's how I look at the red pill MGTOW brothers. What I'm saying? It's kind of like elementary school level. You have to go through that school of thought first. You know what I'm saying? And get your mind out of that rosy, expectation of, the fairy tale Disney romantic expectation. So that's so I give the MGTOWs, I give Red Pill props on that. But after you go through that school of thought, then you really have to go on the offense. Red Pill's like defense, MGTOW's a defense. It's a reactionary, response to feminism. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really like stay on that level forever, So it's always good to like listen to the brothers who talk about, game, talk about game and stuff like that. So, that's just my personal opinion on that. I still listen to Kevin Samuels, and I also listen to the brothers who teach game, So I just want to give my opinion on that. Put out in the ether. So if you have any comments, just a comment and express your opinion below in the comments. And that's all I got to say on that. And peace.